Hello guys, so we are going to learn C++ from scratch. As you know that for any campus selection interview we must have all the basic knowledge about C++. So now the question arises that what will be different in this series. So here we are not going to learn only C++ language, but along with that I will daily provide you one question at the end which are asked in the campus interview along with the detailed explanation of it. Also I will explain you all the programs line by line with the logic used. And one of the most important point, that is at the end of this series we will do one project. So without wasting time, let's start. But before that, please subscribe my channel, share and like the video. So starting with the history of the C++, was developed by Richard Stroudson and Bell Laboratories in the starting period of 1979. Since C++ is an attempt to add object-oriented features, so it was named as C with objects. Later on, when the language developed, Stroudson named it as C++, and this plus plus is as is called as the C increment operator. As C++ is an object-oriented programming language, it provides a lot of features. As you have seen this feature earlier, but now we are going to study it in a detail. So let's start. First, simple. C++ is a simple language in the sense that it provides structure approach. What is structure approach? It breaks the problem into parts. Then it provides a rich set of library functions, data types, etc. That's why the language is simple. Second is machine independent or portable. Unlike assembly language, C programs can be executed in many machines with little bit or no change, but it is not platform independent. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that C program can be executed on many machines with a little bit or no change in the code. Then third is the mid-level programming language. C++ is used to do low-level programming, but it also supports the feature of high-level programming language. So that's why C++ is a mid-level programming language. Structure programming language. Structure programming means in the structure programming we divide the program into parts by using the function, so that the program is very easy to understand and it is very easy to modify or to do changes in the program. Fifth is the rich library. It provides a lot of inbuilt functions that makes the development fast. Sixth is the memory management. It provides the features, or it supports the feature of dynamic memory allocation. In C++ language, we can free the allocated memory by using or by calling the free function. This is about memory management. After that, the next function is speed, or the next feature is speed. That is the compilation and execution time of C++ language is fast. 8 is the pointer. C++ provides the feature of pointers. We can directly interact with the memory by using the pointers. What is the use of pointers? By using the pointers, we can directly interact with the memory. Okay, so this is about the pointer. Next is the recursion. In C++, we can call the function within the function. So inside a function, you can call another function. It is the recursion. The extensible. C++ language is extensible because it can adopt new features, or we can add new features to it. That's why the C++ language is extensible. Next is the object oriented. It is an object oriented programming language. OOPS makes development and maintenance easier. By using the object oriented programming, it makes development and maintenance easier, whereas in procedure programming language it is not easy to maintain if code grows as project size grows. Okay, then next is the compiler based. C++ is a compiler based programming language. It means without compilation no C++ program can be executed. Okay, so what does this mean? Whenever we create or whenever we code a C++ program, at that time we have to first compile the program, then only we can execute or we can run the program. Without compiling we can't run the program. So this is compiler based. And now these were the features about the C++, and we have seen the history of C++. So now we are going to discuss the interview question, that is the Difference between C and C++. This is the most important question asked in the interview. So let's start. The difference between C and C++. First difference is who developed the specified language. C was developed by Dennis Ritchie between the year 1969 and 1979 at AT and T-Bell Labs, and C++ was developed by Richard Strousop in 1979. As C does not support object-oriented programming, it does not support polymorphism, encapsulation and inheritance. What about C++? C++ supports polymorphism, encapsulation and inheritance because it is an object-oriented programming language. Then C is a subset of C++. C++ is a superset of C. In C there are 32 keywords. In C++ there are 63 keywords. Then for the development of code, C supports procedural programming while C++ supports both procedural and object-oriented programming. Then data and functions are separated in C because it is a procedural programming language. But in C++, data and functions are encapsulated. Encapsulated means they are binded together in the form of an object. Difference is C does not support information hiding, but in C++ data is hidden by using the data encapsulation concept, which we will study later on in the next videos. Then built-in data types are supported in C, whereas in C++ built-in as well as user-defined data types are supported. Then C is a function-driven language because C is a procedural programming language, while C++ is an object-driven language because it is an object-oriented programming. Next is the function and operator overloading is not supported in C, while in C++ it is supported function and operator overloading. C is a function-driven language. C++ is an object-driven language. Functions in C are not defined inside structure. Okay, so inside the structure functions are not defined in C, while in C++ inside the structure functions are defined. Namespace feature was not present in the C. Namespace feature is used in the C++ to avoid the name collision. Name collisions means using the same name multiple times in a program will create the name collision. So to avoid that, C++ use the new concept, that is the namespace, which was not present in the C language. Next is header file used by C is stdio.h. Header file used by C++ is iostream.h. Then reference variables are not supported by C. Reference variables are supported by C++. Virtual and friend functions are not supported by C. Virtual and friend functions are supported by C++. C does not support inheritance. C++ supports inheritance. Instead of focusing on data, C focuses on method or process. C++ focuses on data instead of focusing on method or procedure. For the memory allocation, C provides two functions, that is malloc and calloc, and free for the memory deallocation. While in C++, new operator is used for memory allocation and delete operator for memory deallocation. Then direct support for exception handling is not supported by C. Exception handling is supported by C++. The input-output function. These two functions in the C and these two functions in and sin out in the C++, these four functions are very useful. Many questions are asked from this input output function, so don't confuse in that. The input output functions in C are scanf and printf, while in C++ sin and cout are the input output functions. Then C structures do not have access modifier. C does not have access modifier. What are access modifier? You may have seen the access modifier are private, protected and public. So that are the access modifiers. So C structure does not support it, or it don't have the access modifier, while C++ structures have the access modifier. Okay, so this was the difference. It was too lengthy difference. So for the interview you can definitely learn some 10 to 12 differences between them. Don't just read or don't just learn all these differences. Just remember the main differences. That much is important and that much is possible for you because you can't remember each and everything. Okay, so for that just remember the most important points, highlight that and just go away. Okay, so this was all about today. The remaining and most important, in the next video we will run our first C++ program, and for that I will show you how to run that by live demo. It will not be a return statement or return set of code that I will do here in front of you, that is live, and then you can run it on your PCs. Okay, and for that which app is used, how you have to install it, all the things will be explained in detail to you. Okay, so just come tomorrow, we will see, we will run the first C++ program. Okay, so until that, bye, take care, and just support my channel, subscribe my channel, like and share this video, and don't forget, at the end of this series we are going to create our first project. Okay, so just take care, bye, thank you so much.